didn't even get to bronze.
Hello and welcome. My name is Miss Multiconsole and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. This is episode 31. Last time we played, we were doing some stuff for the Brotherhood of Steel. So let's load up our save and we will do some more for the Brotherhood of Steel. We have loads of optional tasks to do, so we're going to need to decide what we want to do. Okay, here we are. Let's take a quick look at all our optional stuff on our quest. We've got look at the Brotherhood's history files relating to elders being dismissed from their positions. We have talk to Senior Paladin Ramos, help Head Paladin Hardin find a way to oust Elder McNamara, find the missing Brotherhood patrol, find the missing patrol. Oh, there's two different patrols. Okay. I would kind of like to find the history files. Not entirely sure where they are. Maybe back here. Let's have a look. It's got to be in this building somewhere. Hang on, what's this here? Maybe this? I'm not sure. What does this terminal actually do? What is that? Okay, loads of jumbled up letters. Maybe this is broken. I don't know. So gobbledygook.
Look, this isn't a great time. Oh, what the hell. It's not like we're making any progress. I'm Ibsen, and I hope your day is going better than mine is.
Is something wrong?
Yeah, I'm in charge of keeping this data system up and running, but accessing it is a little, touch and go at the moment.
Why is that?
One of our exploratory patrols, back when we had exploratory patrols, found a data disk in some ruins out in the waste. Well, we finally got around to cataloging the damn thing and got shut out of our own data store the second it loaded. Turns out it had a virus on it.
Oh, that would explain why all the terminals are like speaking in gobbledygook language. There's a virus on the terminals. Okay, a virus?
Yeah, some pre-war jackass with too much time on his hands apparently decided to inflict his misery on those around him. It's scrambling all the terminals here at the moment. Luckily, we only use this section for storing historical data.
Anything I can do to help?
I suppose it couldn't hurt to get another pair of eyes on this. Maybe you'll be able to come up with something coming at it fresh. While the entire system is infected, the virus itself is spread across 3 terminals. The problem is that it keeps moving periodically. We'll have it nailed down in a terminal or two, only to have it jump to another set of terminals before we locate the 3rd.
Okay, I can't do the science option. God damn it. So I'd have to say, what do I need to do?
You'll need to locate it on 3 different terminals in this area in 1 minute. Any longer and it'll jump, and you'll have to start all over. Locating the virus would probably be nearly impossible, but the pompous little bastard that wrote it made things a little easier for us. Normally, terminals infected by the virus just display gibberish, but we found that terminals the virus moved to had some real data passed to them. We were able to decrypt the data and discovered that it was just messages from the virus's writer taunting his victims. When you find terminals with those messages, lock them down and move on. Find 3 of them before the virus jumps, and we'll wipe the damn thing.
Wow, this actually is going to be quite annoying, but I'll give it a try.
Best of luck to you. I'll tell the others to take a break so they don't get in your way. Oh, and I'll keep track of when it jumps for you. To maximize your chances, wait for my signal before you begin.
Okay. Waiting for your signal.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
Find the terminal! That one's gobbledygook, not that one. This one, not that one. Quick, quick, quick. Not that one.
10 seconds.
10 seconds! Oh my god. There's so many terminals. I think it might have moved, right? Where is it? Okay, I'm gonna try again. This virus can't escape me forever.
The virus just jumped. Find which terminals it went to.
It jumped! Go, 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 go! Be funny if it's the one he was on. I got it! I got it. It said, haha, suckers or something, but I clicked too quick. Wait, is there more than one?
10 seconds. I'll track the virus.
This is really hard.
The virus just jumped.
Okay, I got the first one. Got the second one. I think there's 3.
That's it. We got it.
Yes, I did it! Woohoo! It took me like 3 attempts, but okay. Anyway, let's talk to him.
You actually did it. If you don't mind my saying so, I didn't think you had a chance in hell of pulling it off. But I'm glad to be wrong for once. Thank you, my friend. Please feel free to access the data store at your leisure. I'm only allowed to give you access to non-classified topics, but it's better than nothing, right?
Now that the data store is fixed, what do you think of Hardin trying to get McNara dismissed?
I can understand how the man might be frustrated by the current situation. He's a take-charge sort of fellow. Standing around's not his strong suit. I myself often wish we could end this interminable stasis and begin moving forward again.
What kind of information is in the data store?
Oh, all kinds of things. There was already information regarding the layout and systems of this bunker, but we've since added our own data as well. Prior to the lockdown, we had extensively scouted the surrounding area and compiled dossiers on nearby points of interest.
How do I get access to more topics?
Well, you'd have to get a senior-level member of the chapter to unlock a topic for you. I've given you access to what I can, but that's not much. The majority of topics fall under Ramos's aegis, since they'd constitute a security risk. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Okay, so I need to talk to another member of senior staff to get access to classified data, which is kind of lame. It's still pointing to him. That's weird. Maybe it's pointing at his terminal. I don't know. Well, that was totally not useful at all. I didn't get any information, so I guess we'll try and go to the other marker. There's another marker that's pointing to this door to go into the Hidden Valley Bunker L1. So let's try going into here, and maybe we'll find something that will help us with our quest. This place is really big. Okay, so there's 2 markers pointing up there. Okay, so this is where the first marker is pointing to. It's pointing to Paladin Ramos. So let's speak to him and see if we can find out anything.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful.
So you're head of security?
That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it.
So why did I have to deal with that ranger topside? That is a very good question. Let's ask him that.
Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off.
What exactly are the rules regarding entering and leaving?
Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning.
Okay, let's ask something else. What would an elder have to do to get kicked out?
So you've been talking to Hardin, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Hardin. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history. And those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it.
Oh, awesome. So we get access to the data now. So that's how you get that data. Okay, let's ask him about Helios. This might help us better to understand what the Brotherhood of Steel have actually gone through.
I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the Elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day.
Who is Elijah? This is the first time I've heard about this.
Who was Elijah, more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past, but Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store. Kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, against the objection of nearly every paladin. What followed is a whole other story.
Okay, well, that was a good bit of information. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the data store and see if we can learn anything there. Here we are at Scribe Ibsen. Let's see if he will unlock this piece of information for us.
Hello again, my friend. I hope you've been finding the information in the data store useful.
What? Why is there no option? Maybe if we just click the terminal. Oh, here we go. Elder dismissal incidents. Incident number 1. Raymond Lawn was dismissed from his post as elder for committing the crime of murder. Okay, so 1 committed murder, and that's how he lost his position. The second one, okay, that did something to my quest. This one says, Kenneth Jones shall no longer bear the title of elder because he has willfully gone against the chains that binds and has been forced to step down. Okay, I wonder what that means. Number 3. The third elder, David James, was dismissed for destroying an unknown device recovered from a recent expedition. The purpose and function of the device remain unknown, and Brother James has thus far proven unwilling to discuss the matter with anyone. Interesting. So what we learned was there's this weird thing called the chain that binds us, which I have never heard of before. So something just popped up on my quest. I think it was to ask somebody about what that is. Let me just check quickly. Ask Paladin Ramos. Okay, so we need to ask Paladin Ramos about the chains that bind us. This is very interesting. Story of the Brotherhood of Steel is quite long, actually. Okay, let's see what he says.
Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with?
One of the data store entries mentioned the chain that binds us. What is that exactly?
That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades.
Oh, god damn it. Now we have to go back down to check for information on the chain that binds us. Back and forth. Okay, the chain that binds us. The chain that binds us is the cornerstone of our organization, the rock that supports... Get off the screen, I can't see. The great tree of the Brotherhood and its myriad branches. Orders are to flow on high down through the ranks. An order must always be obeyed from a superior, blah blah blah. Okay, I get the gist of it. So what does our quest say now? We need to return to Hardin. Okay, where exactly is Hardin? We're just going to quickly go and see if we can find Hardin. Hang on a second, what have I found here? A self-destruct authorization terminal. Okay, so if I actually got all 3 card keys, I could just blow up this whole place. But you need the 3 card keys, which is in the hands of the head scribe, the head paladin, and the elder. So that would probably be really hard to get hold of. I don't know how exactly you would get hold of that. Maybe steal it or something? I'm not really sure. But anyway, let's go and find Hardin. Okay, here is Hardin. Let's wake him up. Wake up!
What is it, outsider? Have you discovered anything?
Do you know anything about the chain that binds?
I could hardly call myself head paladin if I didn't. It's one of the first things every initiate learns when they start training. What about it?
Did you know there's a second part to it?
Second part? What are you talking about?
It says a superior is not allowed to give orders to the men under his subordinate. Oh.
That is the standard procedure, yes. For example, McNamara gives orders to head scribe Taggart, who then relays further orders to the scribes. I wasn't aware that failing to do so was punishable, however. Interesting. If we can just find an instance where McNamara went around someone and gave orders to their subordinates, we'll have him.
Okay, the Elder has me looking for lost patrols and receiving their mission discs.
Yes, I know the loss of the patrols has weighed heavily on his mind for some time. He took it very personally when they first went missing. That was when I first began to seriously question his ability to lead us. A commander has to be able to deal with the potential loss of his men. It's strange that he would ask you to find mission discs on them, however. The missing paladins were all on standard patrols, which don't need them. Only brothers sent on special assignments are given mission discs. If you should find any on the lost patrols, let me know.
Let's ask why he dislikes him.
It's not that I dislike the Elder, but I strongly disapprove of his current style of leadership. We're safe, yes, but at what cost?
What would you do if you became Elder?
After lifting the lockdown, the first thing I'd do is send scouts out to recon the area. We need to know what's going on out there. Next, I'd resume patrols in the near vicinity, and begin sending search teams out to the spots the scouts reported were relatively safe. It's standard procedure when a chapter relocates to an area, but standard procedure wasn't our last Elder's style, either.
Tell me about your last Elder.
Elijah was a strange one. His even becoming Elder was highly questionable, seeing as how he was a scribe. Typically, only paladins are eligible. But an exception was made in his case on account of him being a genius. Unfortunately, whatever scientific acumen he had didn't extend to tactics. Trying to defend Helios was a blunder of the worst kind, and many brothers lost their lives because of it. Many of the senior paladins, myself included, advised him to fight a retreating action, but he refused to budge. Said he almost had it working. We never did find out exactly what he was talking about. When the perimeter was finally overrun, the Elder had simply vanished.
Okay, let's say goodbye. I'm really intrigued as to what the last Elder was actually doing and what he actually found, because he obviously found something. I really like this scarecrow, it's funny. But yeah, he must have found something. Wow, he has power armor. I want his power armor. I think what we would do in the next video is I think we will go and see if we can find these lost patrols, because these lost men, if they are alive, they might have some information as to how they got out, why they got out, or I don't know, just something, they might know something a little bit more. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. We found out quite a lot about the Brotherhood of Steel in this episode. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope I see you next time.
Didn't even get to bronze.